Hey, good morning. Welcome to the day 9 discussion for the Rediscover Me challenge. I'm not looking a heck of a lot better today, but I am feeling a lot better today. So thank you guys for all of your kind words yesterday and your support. I appreciate that, that you sent your well wishes and that you gave your appreciation for me continuing to do this while I'm sick. It actually does mean a lot to me, so thank you. So today we're gonna dive into saying no. And again, I created this challenge like 5 years ago, I think initially. And the funny thing is how the lessons keep playing out in my life over and over again. And I think that that's the nice thing about this, that you can keep going back and doing it, because a lot of times we just need reminders. And I don't know who said it. There was a celebrity one time that said, new level, new devil. And it's so true. Like when you get to a new level in your life, then you have these new issues to deal with. And I find that these lessons just continue to play out, and they always give us opportunities to work on them. So if there's some pattern in your life that you don't like, I promise you that you will continue to get opportunities to work on that pattern throughout the rest of your life. So yesterday was all about saying no and saying our best yes, because I think as women, we tend to be people pleasers. I'm sure that men experience this too, but I think especially as women, we think that being nice means saying yes to everything that comes our way. We have a hard time turning down opportunities, even if, or, you know, not saying yes to people, even if it's something that is going to rob us of our priorities and what's most important to us. And I had gotten to a point right before I wrote this module. If you watched the video yesterday, if you haven't signed up for the videos, you can do that at getyourprettyon.com/newyou. But in that video, I was talking about how I was coming out of a period of life where I was saying yes to everything. Like I was on HOA board, and I was volunteering at Devon's school with football mom stuff, and had a bunch of stuff going on with the girls, and I was taking acting classes and doing murder mysteries on the weekends. And there were so many things that I was doing at that time, and I just didn't feel like I had time to do the things that were important to me. So I really went through and cut out, I want to say at least 90% of what I was doing at that point. And it was the weirdest feeling, because I had to be okay with, first off, letting people down, because that's what it felt like. And secondly, just being okay with not filling up my space with all that stuff. So I talk a lot about this book in the video, The Best Yes by Lisa TerKeurst. This is an awesome book. If you haven't read it yet, it's been out for several years. It sits back there on my shelf because I keep my books that I love on my shelves. And this is one that I really, really love, that totally made a difference in my life. And I highly recommend it. I just shared a few concepts from that book in yesterday's video, and why I feel like this has a lot to do with self-care, because if we're not able to say no to the demands in our lives, then we're never going to be able to take care of ourselves. So, and I wrote in the notes for yesterday's video, if any of the following resonates with you, you're probably not using your best yes. I dread saying yes, but feel powerless to say no. I hope there's more to life than my endless to-do list. I'm a little overwhelmed and a lot worn out. I'm drowning in the regrets of too many commitments. And, you know, I think that the concept that I shared in the video of sharing of the small no was really life-changing for me. And it's something that I still practice to this day. You know, you have to think about, if you're a people pleaser, this concept totally makes sense. The small no is about saying no to people and thinking about how it affects them. So let's say you delay in saying no, or you say, I'm going to think about it, when you know in your heart that you're probably going to say no. What you're doing is you're just putting off the inevitable, which leaves the person hanging in limbo. And I tell myself this over and over again now, like if I get a request for something and I let it sit in my inbox for several days, I know that I need to just say no to that. It's easier for me, and it's more direct to just say no rather than stringing this person along or leading them to believe that this is going to happen when in reality it's probably not. So that concept alone has been really, really helpful for me. And you know, you don't have to give a huge long explanation. You can deliver your no with love. And I gave a few examples of that from the book, which you can go back and watch in the video. One of them, she says, is while my heart wants to say yes, the reality of my time makes this a no. So you can be graciously honest with people. And I love direct communication. I think that it's one of my favorite things in the entire world. Like, my favorite people are direct people. And I hate people that beat around the bush and don't just come out with what they're trying to say to you. I just want you, like, lay it on me, be honest. And so because I admire that trait so much in other people, I feel like that's something I've had to work on myself, because I do love that trait, yet I struggle with being direct with people sometimes. So I think that it's an opportunity to do that. And if you are a recovering people pleaser, or a people pleaser who's not yet recovering, then this can be super hard. Let's be honest. It's really hard to work on. You know, I get opportunities every day, and I'm sure you do too, to practice this. And yesterday was a real struggle for me. I spent 10 hours on the couch creating this spring capsule wardrobe, which is super exciting. I'm so happy, and I love it. And I hope you guys do too. But therein lies the issue. For the first time, I had a little bit of negative feedback on the Winter Style Challenge, and that was a struggle to deal with. It sort of robbed my confidence a little bit and made it an interesting process this time, because I was so concerned about, oh my gosh, are people gonna like this? Or what if I do this? Is this gonna make, you know, my customers not like me anymore? Or it just brought in all of these questions, and it was really difficult to deal with. And I guess as a people pleaser, you know, that's kind of our worst nightmare, is dealing with that negative feedback or finding out that we upset someone, right? So it's a difficult, I guess what I'm saying is I don't have all the answers yet. I don't have all the answers. And I think this is something that, that we can all continue to work on together. Yet I do know that I had to trust my gut and my instincts. And yes, it's okay to take in feedback, especially from your customers. In this case, it was something I honestly can't take personally. It's hard when you're a creative type and you're creating something. I feel like my capsules are artwork to me in a sense, and it's difficult whenever you get that feedback. And I imagine that there are lots of artists, real artists out there who deal with this from time to time, but you do have to trust your creative instincts and continue to create from your heart. And it's okay to take that feedback in. You just can't let it affect you too much. So anyway, I had lots of opportunities to put this into practice yesterday. But anyway, back to the best yes. So if you're saying yes to every single thing, then you're not able to prioritize what matters. And I really think that that's the best way to sum up this book in one sentence. So if you're looking for some really practical tips for how to do this, how to say no graciously, how to do it in a way that honors both you and the other person, then this is the guidebook to do that. And maybe that's something that you need to practice this week. Maybe that's something you can put on your self-care schedule, is to say no to some of the things that you're involved in, to cut back on the things that aren't bringing you joy or aren't, you know, lighting you up. Because let's face it, we have 24 hours in a day, and if we're not spending them doing the things that we love and enjoy, and yes, we do have obligations in life, there's no way to escape all of them, but there is a way to escape some of them. So be really judicious and look over your calendar for the week and see if there's somewhere that you can create white space. And that's the thing, like, there's nothing wrong with white space. You don't have to be overscheduled and overbooked all the time. Schedule the white space in. If you don't know what to do with it at first, it's okay. You don't have to. Just sit with it for a little while and the answers will come to you. But I want you to absolutely look at your calendar this week and see if there's something that you can take out of it. Even if it's one thing, then that's something. So that is your exercise that I'm giving you today. We're going to be back tomorrow, and we're going to talk about upgrades, which is one of my favorites. Other than tolerations, I love the upgrades exercise. I think this is something too that really sticks with you and has stuck with me through the years. It's something that I think about on a regular basis. And it's a concept that was new to me then, but it's become just kind of an integral part of who I am now. So I'm excited to share that lesson with you, if this is, especially if this is something that you've never encountered before, because I think it's really life-changing. Also, I think, again, that this is another one of those topics that we can just continue to work on and work on and work on through the years. So I am going to log off for now and watch church online so I don't go and spread all my germs to everybody there. But thank you guys for tuning in this morning, and let me know your best yeses that you're saying this week. I would love to hear about the opportunities that you get to say no and how you handle that, and you're going to be inspiring and helping others out. So please be posting about it in our private Facebook group and letting me know how this is affecting your week, and also let me know if you're able to take something out of your calendar. I would love to hear about it. So you guys have an awesome day. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. Bye.